Here's a word that God wants you to hear about comparison with others. So listen here in Second Corinthians chapter 10. It says here in verse 12, we do not dare to classify or compare ourselves with some who commend themselves. When they measure themselves by themselves and compare themselves with themselves, they are not wise. We, however, will not boast beyond proper limits, but will confine our boasting to the sphere of service God Himself has assigned to us, a sphere that also includes you. Now, this is where you have to understand that comparing yourself and one never works out. Compare ourselves because then we can see either sometimes we'll have an idea that we might be better than somebody or somebody's better than us, and we'll always be chasing some other standard rather than God's standards, right? So when we choose to compare ourselves to how God had made us in His image, we have to ask this specific question: how are we living to the idea of what Christ was when He was here on earth, rather than comparing myself to somebody who chances are they are not living to Christ's standards. So remember, being a good Christian means that you have to follow Christ, and following Christ is like being just like He was. Of course, we'll never live up to the perfection, but God, with His grace and mercy, is giving us the chance to live through our life through Jesus Christ.